Hola, soy yo, Vicky, otra vez. Hi, it's me, Vicky again. Y en el video de hoy voy a hablar de diferentes palabras para describir personas. So in today's video, I'm going to talk to you about different words in Spanish that we can use to describe people, the type of people they are. So not whether they're tall, short, etc., but what sort of person they are. Some are positive, some are negative. So let's see. So number one, the first one we could use to describe somebody is un or una pesado or pesada. This is someone, this really, I suppose, in English would translate to a pain. If someone's un pesado, they're like, oh my God, what a pain. And bear in mind that certainly in Spain, in my area of Spain, instead of pesado, which they should pronounce it, they do tend to say pesado. So if they say es un pesado, he's a pain, or es una pesada, she's a pain. So un or una pesado or pesada is a pain in the ass, basically. A bit more positive, number two. Número dos, mucho más positivo. Un or una fiestero or fiestera. And this is a person who likes partying. So more or less it's a party animal that would translate to in English. So how about you? Are you un fiestero or una fiestera? Let me know what kind of person you are. This is not really positive or negative, just the way somebody is. I'm a bit of this, I think. Un or una, again, friolero or friolera. So this is someone who's susceptible to the cold, someone who really feels the cold. If, like me, you do really feel cold, if I'm not a regular temperature of 22 degrees, it's like I'm miserable. I don't like being too hot and I don't like being too cold. So as far as the cold side of it's concerned, I'm una friolera. I feel the cold and I don't like it. How about you? This is not me actually, this next one. Un or una goloso or golosa is someone who has a very sweet tooth, as we would say in English. So someone who likes sweet things a lot. So although I like chocolate, it's all right, but for me it's not like I'm just not a sweet. I prefer a starter, for example. If I'm in a restaurant or whatever, I'd rather have a starter and skip the sweet. Some people read the menu from the sweet, backwards, decide what they're going to have for a main course, depending on what they've decided they're going to have for a postre or a pudding. So what about you? Are you un goloso or una golosa? Now, this one is definitely me. Numero cinco. I am definitely una madrugadora. Madrugadora. Well, it's a bit of a mouthful, that one. Basically, this in English, I suppose we would say an early bird. I like to get up early in the morning. La madrugada are the early hours of the morning. So I am definitely una madrugadora. I like to get up at 6 o'clock. Me levanto a las 6 casi todos los días. I like to think I'm not this person, but I think we're all a little bit of a fisgon or fisgona. We're all a little bit nosy about some things, yeah? So how about you? Are you un fisgon or una fisgona? You like to know everybody's business? I don't think I'm a grande fisgona, but yeah, we all like to know. We're all a little bit nosy, I suppose. And we're also all a little bit silly, which to describe someone as a silly person, and bear in mind this is not so rude as like calling someone an idiot, idiota, or algo así. This tonto is quite sort of affectionate, really. Un tonto or una tonta is just a silly person. Bit stronger than that is the next one. This is an insult if you call somebody this. It is an idiot, basically. So try not to say this unless you really mean it. But un capullo or una capullo is an idiot, a total idiot. Like not just a little bit silly, but a total out and out idiot that you might want to say to somebody at some point in time. This is definitely me. Numero 9. Well, I'm una, of course, animalero or animalera. So I am definitely somebody who likes animals. You may have noticed, like with the friolero and the friolera, etc. Quite often you can just put the lero or lera on the end of a word. Like fiestero, etc. And that makes it somebody who likes those things. So you take the noun, you put on the ero or era, and that turns it into a person who likes those things, whatever they are, be it animals or parties or whatever, or it refers to those things. So you may notice that ending, ero or era, on the end of quite a lot of words, and it might help you to work out what they mean. Number 10. I don't think I am this. Maybe once, I talk a lot in my work, being a teacher, I have to talk a lot. So sometimes outside of work, I don't really like talking. It's only because I get tired. But yeah, I do like talking, don't get me wrong. But sometimes straight after work, I need a little bit of a rest. So un or una hablador or habladora is a chatterbox, really, somebody who talks a lot. I like this one. So this is the opposite of a fiestero or a fiestera. This is un or una aguafiestas. What I love about Spanish sometimes is it's just so straightforward. The words are so straightforward. So you've got aguafiestas, water parties. So in other words, party pooper. Somebody who, we all know that person who, everything's going well, the party's great, everybody's having fun, and then somebody makes it serious or whatever. That's an aguafiestas, a party pooper, or literally a water party. Water parties. So I do really like that expression, even though I don't like to meet those kind of people. Gosh. I've actually forgotten what this means, so I'm going to have to look. It's a word that I remember when I looked up. I thought, oh, I've never seen that word before. Now I can't remember what it means. So number 13, we'll go to number 13. We'll skip number 12 for now. And number 13 is un or una grosera. So this is someone who's very rude. Someone who's rude. If you're un grosero, you're a rude person, or una grosera, also a rude person. And numero 14, number 14, un or una capriccioso or capricciosa. This is someone who does things on a whim, spontaneous. Yo soy capricciosa, me gusta. I like to be spontaneous. I'm not always. I like routine I like both. I like my routine, but sometimes I just like to do something totally spontaneous. Capriccioso or capricciosa. Now then, do you know what number 12 means? Because I've forgotten what it means and I'm having to look it up as we speak. So one thing you do know is my videos, they're always live, in the sense I don't edit my videos. What you see is what you get with me. And just, sometimes it's good, sometimes it isn't. No, sorry. So, gandulo, gandula. I remember looking it up. I remember thinking of the English word first and thinking, oh, I'm going to look that up and see what that means, how you say it in Spanish, and I'm going to put it into the video. And then I remember finding it and then thinking, oh gosh, I've never ever heard that expression before. So it's saying here it's a hooligan. Savage. Well, I don't know if this is I don't know if this is a skiver. Now I remember a gandulo. Will it be gandulo? No, gandul. There's no O on it for a masculine, or gandula for a woman is a skiver. Somebody who does not like work. Now that's obviously why I couldn't remember what it meant, because I am not a gandula. That's my excuse and I'm sticking to it. Well, there you go. You know what? I'm going to have to think of a way of using it now so that I remember it. It's very unusual for me to forget a word, because although, don't believe me, I haven't got a good memory. A lot of people say to me, "Oh, you must have a good memory because you remember all these words." I don't have a good memory for a lot of things, but I just always have had a good memory for Spanish. I don't know why. It's very, once I hear a word once, that's normally it. I never have to, I remember it instantly. I've always been more of a word person. Numbers, I'm completely different. You give me your phone number now, I would forget it within a second. But words, I tend to remember, so that's unusual for me. I think because it's one that I'd never heard before, and also, of course, it's nothing like the word skiver, so there's no clues there. Gandul or gandula bear no resemblance, do they? Okay, well, I hope you've enjoyed the video, and if you have, please give me a thumbs up, because that really helps me if you give me a thumbs up. If you're the first, if this is the first time you've watched one of my videos, so sorry about forgetting the meaning of the word. I don't normally do that. But anyway, I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope if you haven't subscribed already, maybe you'll consider subscribing, because that also helps me out, but it is completely free. And bueno, como siempre, te veo muy pronto en el próximo video. Y hasta entonces, que tu Dios vaya contigo.